always been interested in like the animatronics when you watch films like the 80s. That's where I grew up, and it was always intriguing to see these like things. And then there was like a series of when they started to bring out how these things were made, things move. It's just an interesting thing to study. Whereas if I was just studying painting, I would be restricted to moving paint around on canvas. But I mean, that's interesting. It depends on what your subject is, but I'm solely focusing on movement and just how things move around, and that's what intrigues me rather than any kind of other subject, if you like. If I get a couple of materials together and just join them, switch a motor on, and not knowing what's going to happen, so it's like looking at something and not really knowing what's going to happen once it's switched on, and that's quite intriguing in a way. I mean, it's like an experiment. It's not a very good one. It's not usually they're not like big, grand things get found out from this like kind of thing that's happening. But I don't know what it is, to be honest. I think it's just interesting to see something move around.
Sleeping in the afternoon while the rain trying to prove a point outside.
Just testing materials and how they work and what happens when something's moved around. The example of this one would be like an image or light being just turned around in like the mirrors to kind of manipulate an image. Use the same technique with sound, where you're talking into something and then you're moving the sound around. I've made structures where you kind of wind like handle, and then it tests the stress of a material, and that could be like anything from a piece of plastic, elastic band, wood, all that sort of whatever. With this project, we were given like a title, and it's the future of Plymouth. And with some students from the art college, we like kind of decided we were going to make a number of things to do with like the history of Plymouth, and like the future and where it's going. So that was the kind of idea for this one, and we just settled on like a kaleidoscope. So it was like a viewing machine that is looking at where we're going as well as what's happened in the past. Come out a bit strange, haven't I?
That's good. That's right. That's good.